What's up, my peoples? It's time for the review for Dexter. Let me start by saying that Dr. Vogel looks suspiciously like the Quaker oatmeal. You know, the guy in the box of the oatmeal. She looks a lot like that. Alright, now, this episode read like a comedy, like a weird dark comedy for the most part. There's the weird road trip with Dexter and Hannah going down to get the kid, right? And then there's this whole awkward moment where Deb is just like consumed with her desire to arrest Hannah and get rid of her. Dexter tries to lie to Deb, and like most brothers who try to lie to their sisters, she already knows the truth. She's looking at the on the iPad. She's looking at the GPS. She calls him. He's in the keys, and he's like, "Oh, I'm around the corner. I'm trying to get something to eat. I can't. I'll talk to you later. I'll try to talk to you tomorrow." And he's lying about his location. She's like, "You fucking idiot! I can see. I know where you are." So she drives down there. The most important, most interesting parts of this story take place in the second half of the episode. But let me just clear out some things that happened in the first part. So, Dexter is doing the analysis on the body of the girl next door, and he finds the kid's blood under her nail, which is weird. And you think, well, how? He must have killed her. So Dexter goes to kill him. Now, it gets weird because he gets down to the keys where the kid is, and the kid has set up a kill room. Not so good kill room, but pretty decent for one who just saw the room. So he creates the kill room, and he's gonna kill somebody, right? Dexter gets there and he notices, and he looks around. He's like, "This is not that bad. You got promised. I'm going to fix it." He fixes the kill room, and he's going to kill the kid in there when the kid comes back. So the kid comes back. Look, I don't want to just say what happens, but let me say this much. It was funny because you got 3 serial killers in one room. Now, the kid has killed before Dexter's killed, and Hannah McKay is killed. And they're having this weird conversation, and they're talking about what happened. And the kid says, "Look, I killed this guy who I knew from high school. He killed his girlfriend with erotic asphyxiation," which is breathtaking if you ever tried it. That's beyond the point. I shouldn't have said that. So, anyway, it's weird. It's just like a weird episode. It was mildly interesting for the most part until the last 20 minutes, and it just got crazy. I'm thinking to myself, like, this is the last season. Dexter is supposed to get caught. I don't know if I can't remember if the show has 10 episodes or 12. Because if it has 10, then something big needs to happen, like, right now. Because Dexter has to get caught. And I know that I thought the kid would be his downfall, but it's obvious that it's going to be Hannah. Hannah is not good for him at all. So they're in the car, and they're going back to Miami, and they're sitting in the car. He's in back, the kid's in back. Like, are we there yet? And there are like so many so many jokes that can be made. Like 3 serial killers in the car. One says, "Have a stab at it." There's a lot of stuff like that, and I see myself laughing through this. And they go to dinner at Mr. Quaker Oatmeal, also known as Vogel's house. And now she's feeding 3 serial killers, and they're having this conversation about things that don't make sense, because the kid said he cut his finger on the doorknob of the car, and he was like, "That doesn't make sense. Maybe that's how the blood got to the lady's hands, the next door neighbor." And I didn't understand how would that work? What would that have to do with anything? But towards the end, you see that the kid was framed, For a split second, I thought maybe Joey was framing him because he, wanted to prove himself. And as soon as I thought that, I realized that didn't really make much sense. And then Dexter goes home, and the kid's in his house, and it's this weird song playing on the radio. And Dexter turns the chair around, and the back of the kid's head is cut out by the brain surgeon. Which means what exactly? That means that guy wasn't the real brain surgeon. Or he was and they were a team. It was another one. So at this point I'm just like, what are you talking? And I have a really fucked up theory. I think the brain surgeon is Deb's boss. That sounds crazy, and it might actually be crazy, but it's something weird about him. He's kind of odd, and he played Powder in another movie, so that really ups the serial killer factor about him. I don't know. All I'm saying is it's getting more confused and more questions are being asked now, and I think that's a good thing for Dexter because it's kind of got to a limp place. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. I just rambled this whole video, and if you managed to get to this point, I congratulate you. Talk to you guys later. Deuces.